Hey guys, it's Maria Mbouje from Baltimore once again. I just want to introduce you to a young lady. Her name is Tasha, and she is a barber and a hairstylist. And I am so glad that she stopped in. And today I was just, elaborating on like people coming in from all over the place just to, invite them in and their kids can get a gift and you can get something to eat and refreshments and then just enjoy yourself here in this community because that's what it's about. Like I'm just really trying to introduce myself to the community, letting them know what type of person I am and what you can get serviced in here. So like the services that are in here are just basically fabulous. So, it hopefully outside invites you in, when you're looking at the window and stuff like that, and you just come in and say, oh, well, let me see what this is. So most of the time people do come in like and say, wow, it's a whole lot going on. But they like it. So I'm glad you came in. And I just want you to talk a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm so thankful to be invited in this space, first of all. Thank you. And I'm impressed because this is definitely something that our community needs in terms of beauty and culture and, bringing people together. So I have been a licensed cosmetologist for 25 years and serving in the Baltimore area. I also am a licensed barber and I teach at a local beauty and barber school. So my mission in the community is to help build others up in our industry and also support them as they are, entering into our profession.
Right. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that because, I think that, we as women, we so skilled and talented. So we're gonna keep certifying ourselves and getting stuff and getting stuff and getting more skills under our belt, and we just keep going. So that's good. I do notice that this, not just this space, but all the salons and all the boutiques and stuff like I done had over the years, it always invite. It's like so inviting, and people come in, and everybody come in. They certified, they skilled, they talented, they got it going on. Guys too. It was well, cause some of the guys come in here, they be like, I'll be like, what's that smell? They be like, oh, I just had me some weed. He said, but but I'm an auto mechanic. I'm this, I'm that. They be so like over the top with skills. So I'm so glad. They say, well, brought me in here. That window looks so nice and this and that and the other. So I'm glad that the spiritual part of it, the window brings people in. They want to see what's going on, and it's something that they really like. So I'm so glad of that because, like, some of my skills, I'm not going to say all my skills, but some of my skills are here. And then some of them are going somewhere else.
Absolutely.
But I have so many, like, 11, I would say 11 to 12 skills. And I use all of them. And
That's
it's
a
kind of
wonderful
crazy,
thing.
but I do use all my skills. I mean, because I was taught that way. So it's different because when you had to do things, like the things that I'm doing, I had to do. I didn't have like a choice. I didn't have a choice of, oh, do you want to do this or do you want to do this? Nope. I had to sew. I had to crochet. I had to knit. I had to basket weave. I had to paint, clay, art. I had to do these things. I had to sew. I had to cut. I had to cook. I had to clean steps. I had to go to work with my grandmother. And when I went to work with my grandmother, I was taught guns. I was taught alcohol. I was taught circus. I was military. How to prepare food. How expensive dresses, gowns, suits supposed to look. When to wear them. How to wear your hair. When not to wear your hair. How you wear a dress. When not to wear a dress. All the silverware, all the finest foods, and all the finest like jewelry in the world. So I was around worldly things. My grandmother, she was a Jewish woman, so I had to learn how to skateboard. I had to hit the bat, the ball 200 times. Over in the employment office, it was a wall there. My grandmother would hang out the window and look, and she'll count. If I, bull crapped and like did like 150, she'd be like, oh, 50 more. And then, I never could ask why. Like, why I gotta do this? Never could ask that question. But then one day, she explained it to me. Why? I was like, well, why? She said, because when you get older, You gotta be strong. You're gonna have to stand up. You're gonna have to, use your hands all the time. And I said, now I'm like, now I understand, cause I don't have carpal tunnel and my hands don't hurt. I'm doing flowers. I'm doing hair. I'm doing fashion. I'm sewing. I'm artwork. I'm in and out houses, pushing ceilings up, floors out, and all kinds of stuff. So the things that we do, our skills, and we teach other people or other kids, of course, they're gonna be like, I don't want to do that, and they're not interested in it, but it will pay off. Like my daughter, she worked with me for 23 years in the chair. That's her chair, and that's my chair. So she always say, she retired. I made her do it. She didn't want to do it. I made her do it. And I said, I'm still making you do it. So it's kind of, overwhelming when you meet people that are so talented and got a whole lot of skills too. That, and you teaching and you inspiring people. Wow, that's good.
I think that it's so invaluable for you to have been put in a situation where you had to gain those skills. You didn't
Had to.
understand what was going on at that moment,
Didn't understand.
but for you to be able to utilize all of those gifts right now and be able to position other people, share with other people,
Oh yes.
and it brings a light. It's like
It
you're
did, but it was scary. It was scary because, like, skateboard riding, roller skating, ice skating, I had to do all that. I had to walk the state office building. The state office building had a wall, but it was made like zigzag. I had to walk it. My grandma would hang out the window. All these things would happen while she hanging out the window, and I had to do them. Like, skateboard, ride, jump the curb, and all this and that, and I would get my balance. And all this is because I wanted to be a fashion model when I was young, and when I was 12, then I had my own little modeling group and stuff like that. So I was already in the fashion because I was already cutting up clothes and putting makeup on people and all kinds of stuff. They was like, what are you doing to me? So when I got older, it was scary because I was like, I knew a whole lot. You know what I mean? My intelligence was so overwhelmed. Like I could just do so many things. So, and I wanted to show so many people things. I wanted to teach them. So I had summer camps and modeling camps and groups and stuff like that, and classes for this and that and the other. So I have done a lot, and I still want to do it. It's just that you really need a team. You know what I mean? Because so many
Absolutely.
people come, and when you want to do something like now, after you got so much under your belt, you want to help people. So you need more. You need more. So.
I certainly agree.
Mhm.
It's one thing, and I'm so thankful to have a skill set, but it's no I in team.
Mhm.
You get to a point where you may experience burnout
Mhm.
if you don't have anybody in the background
Right. Right.
to help carry on your vision and pass
Mhm.
the baton.
Yeah.
That was a lot of my motivation for going into an educational environment,
Mhm.
so I could show the support. Like you said, today's youth, they may not feel, the same passion
Yeah. They
that we
don't.
had when we were, going
Right.
through
Right.
the
Right.
uh, the ups and downs of, being put in situations, learning, gaining these skills that we have now.
Yes.
But they also have to perform in this world, and it may not be as many people willing to take your hand and walk with you. So to provide an opportunity to help somebody else grow and build, that will carry your legend on.
You're right about that. I mean, because these days, even though you teach your children and you teach people around you, that doesn't mean that they want to do it. So that it's okay, but to teach your child skills or teach people skills that are around you, me, I'm not going to have people around me and I can't teach them. I'm not going to have. I'm not going to foresee things that are around me that are not going to be good.
That's right.
I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to allow that. A whole lot of things I'm not going to allow. So people, they might feel a certain way because I'm not tolerant. I mean, that's with women, men, children, whatever. Because I was taught morally in the right way.
And you
So
gotta protect
yeah, you
yours.
have to protect yours. You have to protect. And me, I became a protector of everything around me. So it was good to me. And sometimes people don't understand, especially us women. We got sisters, we got cousins, we got family, we got all kinds of stuff. So sometimes they may not understand it, but that's what I do, cover it all.
That's right.
And they say, oh, but she want to be the boss. She want to think she this and that and the other. She can't run this and that and the other. And I tell people, I'm running it. Let's boogie.
That's right.
So it's got to be like that. And once you got people around you like it that can make that happen, it's a family, it's unity, it's success, it's greatness. You can walk away and it's still gonna be good.
Absolutely.
So that's where I'm at. So that's why I keep a Secret Divas Love. A group I put together. I not been put together, but I just put it aside because I had so many other things that I was doing that was positive too as well, and so many things that I was doing that was successful. Nothing ever wasn't successful to me. So I'm blessed in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
And I'm covered with it. And I want to, give to others. That's why I had this event today, because I wanted to give back to the community of 21215 because that's where I'm from. I started out 1999 on Wiley, went from Wiley to Park Heights, from Park Heights to Park Heights, from Park Heights to Ricestown Road, and then now I'm here. So each time I expanded and got bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, tribes and tribulations, the world, how we live, what's coming towards you and stuff like that, but never just out or down.
Because you got the covering.
Yeah.
You already spoke it.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow, let me just make things happen, and it worked.
Also, you position yourself to be a beacon of light for another person. So the community that you invited in, they get to see what type of space this is.
Yeah.
The young people that are brought in here, they get to see the reality of their being able to do something that's in their heart's desire.
Most definitely.
The organizations and groups and teams and systems that you set in place, whether they're active now, they have been initiated, and they're just there for you to pull out the hat when it's ready for you to utilize it. So, we need more of that. We need more collaboration as opposed to the competition. And if it is the competition, the friendly competition just levels us up.
You're right.
We need to have other people stretch our vision. So
Definitely.
that is what assists that.
That is what it is. And I mean, it is what it is. And I tell people that all the time. So I'm so glad that I met you.
Yes,
and you
I'm so
came in, and
thankful.
hopefully the opportunity to take us all over the place.
That's right.
And like I said, we are doing events coming up, fashion show, hair events. They are coming up for the new year. And my new event is called Icicle.
Okay.
And that's going to be in February. So I'm trying to get the location and everything. I really wanted to do it all through here and do a tent and take it and wrap it around the building. And that's what I do because I did it for Halloween and it turned out so beautiful. So we don't know how the weather going to be.
Okay.
But I still have another location I'm working on that will be opening up soon. It's called For Lovers. So that's going to be exquisite. You can get married in there. You can do a whole lot of things.
So it's an event space.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then we have another one around a small event space around the corner that works too. If
Okay.
you want to have like small parties, but it's gonna be nice.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just building a team of everybody together who's gonna be a part of it, and we shutting it down.
I'm just so thankful that you sharing these opportunities, and I look forward to being connected.
Definitely,
and
anytime, definitely. I'm glad I met you because I heard so much about you
Yes.
before you got here. So how do
Thank
we
you
get in
so
touch
much.
with you? Like if they want to get their hair cut or
Well, I do. I work by appointment only because I do teach. However, my social media or IG is at the Therapy Room, and therapy is spelled THAIRAPY because I provide therapy for your crown.
I got you. So that's good. And your business is open what, Monday through Saturday?
I service clients by appointment Tuesday through Friday, and then I basically am able to do consultations and things to get an idea what that client is requesting,
I got
So
you.
I do quality over quantity,
That sounds like
so.
a plan. I mean, because everybody needs that because I am a foster parent. So I'm a behavior foster parent. So I'm doing behavior therapy, so I get all kinds of behaviors. Can you
Yes,
imagine that?
yes,
So I might be calling you for
yes.
something.
Part of
Because of
that,
them.
I think part of our rehabilitation and understanding and want to do things is a person feeling good about themselves,
And what they do, and
And
what they do.
sometimes it's more than just the outside,
It
even
is hard.
though we, can definitely adorn the outside. But I
Definitely.
think what carries further is touching the heart and, what I'm saying, having that influence so we shift,
Oh
so
yeah,
that radiates on the outside.
most definitely.
Mhm.
I tell people that all the time. It is. It is what it is.
Yes.
Well, we have it. So I'm glad I interviewed you. I'm glad
Yes.
you came out, and I'm glad, and hopefully you be doing hair, styling, runway, something,
Thank
dancing, the part of the why can't you keep a secret diva's love.
Yes, that's
So I'm
awesome.
glad for you. I'm glad I met you, and hey, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good one.